Hey guys, welcome to a Megacorp Monday, if you will. I got some pretty exciting updates. If you remember about a year ago, we covered this game at Gen Con. They were just introducing it, kind of releasing these different trial decks that they had. They're really more of a beta build, and they had 4 different ones that you could buy. It was a really, really exciting game, and make sure you check out other videos so you can kind of see what the other decks do. But today I have a very exciting announcement that they went from this to this. So you can see that it is a lot better of a packaging. You can actually see the leader through it. You can see Rama in this case. Overall text is better, easier to read, and it's just a very nice quality product. Now what I want to do in this video is do a kind of side-by-side preview of them. I want to also note in the background they have this beautiful mat that you can also purchase, and of course, if you remember from last year, they have these metal cards, which is, so for those that kind of play Commander, I really don't know the best way to say it, but it's your business. So it always stays in field. You only need one of these to play the game, and this just will always be out in front. So this is the one that I went with, and again, it's just an absolutely beautiful card, and I know that they do have these for sale. So if you really like one of the trial decks, or that you find out, maybe you like Rama, and just as a reminder, these were the other 3. I didn't pick up the new versions of those, I only picked up the new version of my favorite. Pick up the metal business card and just always get to use it. It's absolutely beautiful. So let's just dig into this, get right into kind of a side-by-side comparison, because they've made a lot of changes, and I really just want to make sure that we highlight in this video. And now you can also purchase the game. So I will have a bunch of helpful links if you want to learn how to play. If you want to purchase the game, learn more about it, check the pin post. So the first thing is you'll notice is the rule book was in black and white. We'll get to that in a minute. And then this is what the cards look like. They did have these square corners, which of course was something that a lot of people were saying that they would wish to change. And as a reminder, there is a resource-based deck, so you'll notice that they have the silver stamping on the old ones and the green back. Your main deck was this blue color, and then of course your leader in business had the red back. But let's get into the quick side-by-side. And again, if you want to see the video that we did on the other ones and kind of talking about more of how they played out, you can check out our other video for that. So I already opened this just because I hate dealing with the plastic, so forgive me on that. But here we're going to have a nice little side-by-side of them. So the first thing that you're going to notice is the rule book itself from the old versus new, and this is clearly a lot higher quality. So the little old, little new, advanced rulebook. Now what you would expect to see has a full color. The text is a lot easier to read, so they also updated some of that, and it just goes into it a lot more detail. So huge kudos on that. You can see that they changed the bordering a little bit. They changed the coloring, and of course now we have those rounded colors. But to me, what the biggest, and I like this a lot more. I wish they would have brought back the silver stamp as well, but this detail that they have on the back of the card, which is probably going to be, oh there we go, hard to show with the lights, but it looks so much better in person, and the cards just feel better too. So overall, a lot of quality improvements. And this might not be the best example. We can see where some of the text has changed, and it's a bit more readable. So want to show the other types of backs. So again, they're doing these currency type of cards, which I don't think the information is up on how to use those yet. Just from a rough guess, I'm assuming these are going to be kind of like the, oh I forget what they're called, but Bushiroad does a series of scratch-offs where you can redeem them for points and cool promos and stuff, so I'm hoping we see that here. Then I'm going to flip this over, just more side-by-side comparison. So again, you have that gold stamp versus now this new backing, which also has a little bit of a texture to it, which is really nice. And then lastly, the blue back as well. So again, really, really nice job on this one, guys. I think this is a huge upgrade from what we got to see last year at Gen Con. Again, with overall formatting is better. The texts are a bit more bolded. Apparently I can't hold on to my cards. But they certainly made the game more accessible to the players itself. So that is a quick side-by-side, and because I love this deck, I'm going to just do a quick run through just so you guys can see the different types of cards. Maybe you're new to this, maybe you haven't seen it yet. And if you want to do kind of a more learn how to play, check out the videos in the pin post that we'll link. And of course, if you want to kind of learn what the other decks used to do, you can check out our old videos from about a year ago. Now, keeping in mind, some of these did change, so there will be some cards that either got balanced or the wording was slightly different, so it would make more sense. There are going to be slight differences between the old version and this version. I guess I shouldn't call it old by any means, just more of a beta run, if you will. So this game also plays like no other trading card game out there that I've played previously, and that was kind of the biggest draw to me. You sit down, you have this, it's more or less a 3x3 grid that you're going to be working with because you're trying to protect your business. You know, that's their whole slogan is business is war. And you're trying to either defeat or buy out your opponent's business. So it really does create this more, you know, chess kind of dynamic feel where placement around your board matters, and the different spells and different so equipments that you can put on your guys also matter. So it really becomes a very interesting, you know, not only do you have to care about what your cards do, you have to keep in mind of what they do when they're placed next to other cards, or what your opponent's cards do when they're placed next to other stuff. And then this is getting into the resource, so you're going to see that a lot of these are generic, and it'll say how much they give you at the bottom. So a cash flow of 1, and then this one will have an additional, so costs more to bring in, and it has a cash flow 1, but then has an additional ability on it as well. So you can see where the different types of resources come into play, but they do give you enough to get started, so you can just pick up and get going with them. And then it's our last one. So again, I'm going to have a ton of links in the pinned post, so that you know how to play, where to buy, all that good stuff. And the other big thing I want to note is that ARG is going to be the ones that's supporting this game from a competitive level in terms of making sure that there's a circuit series behind it. I'm sure Jim's going to call it something different, but that's got to be the biggest, the other factor for me is that they're already partnered with someone who is known for running nationwide events for this game. So as soon as they get the game rolling, there's booster boxes you can buy all the trial decks. I fully expect to see some kind of organized play announcement in the very near future. So again, if you guys want to either learn more about the game, where to pick it up, how to buy it, all that good stuff, I'll have a ton of information in the pin post. And again, I'm just super impressed with the new card stock and that textured back. I really want to play this with clear sleeves almost, just because of how beautiful those look. So kudos, again, huge kudos to Megacorp, guys. I'm really excited to see what we have in the future for this. And again, if you guys want to check out a game that I promise you is nothing like you've ever played before, you cannot trace this back to any other trading card game, you need to pick this up. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll probably be doing some, you know, kind of another Megacorp follow-up, maybe 6 months from now, a year from now. This is definitely a game that we're going to be keeping on our radar. I don't think it's going to be, you know, dedicated to the channel, but we are going to keep our eye on it going forward. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really helps us get the channel out there and spread the word. And of course, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next 6 Stages Gaming video. Have a good one. This video made possible thanks to the Patreon support of viewers such as yourself. Thank you to our honorary sages.